lads and lassies, welcome back to another episode of the Blinders Podcast. I'm back, guys. I'm back. I'm alone this time. I had recorded a podcast with my friend Xavier, but it kind of just went to shit just because I wasn't as prepared as I should have been. Like always, you know, either the fucking camera, the battery's like too low, or I don't know, something goes on with the computer, or I'm just not prepared. You know, they get here hoping everything's ready, right? And then I'm here like, hey, sorry, Xavier, man, usually I have this shit ready. I don't. I never have it ready, right? But I'm saying like, dude, I know, dude, usually I'm more prepared. Usually the lights are working, the camera's charged, blah, 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 blah. And that's all a bunch of bullshit because I'm never fucking ready. And the filming was just off, like the battery died and the light started acting stupid. The recording, I fucked up. That's why I'm going to have to re-record that podcast with Xavier. And I might have another old friend of mine named John. But we'll see. We'll see when we get there. But yeah, guys, I'm back. It's been a hectic fucking day. If you hear a voice in the background, I'm playing music in the background. Just because I feel like I talk too loud and I feel like the neighbors and the other offices are going to listen to the stupid shit I'm talking about, right? And I'm chewing gum, which I probably shouldn't be, huh? That's very unprofessional of you, Kenna. And that's gross that you're grabbing it with your finger, and I'm going to wipe it on my pants. So what's up, guys? It's been a crazy day today, man. I have so much today and yesterday. You know, it's just that Apa life. Fucking Apa life, man. I feel like an old man, you know? Before, I used to be able to go to sleep like at fucking 3 a.m. and then still wake up like at fucking 7 and function at 100%, you know? Still wake up with morning wood and shit, you know? Now, dude, if I go to sleep at past 1 a.m., and I have to wake up the next morning like at 7, you know, I'll just wake up like this. Oh, fuck, man, yeah, fuck my life. I'm never gonna fucking do that shit again. Fuck, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't fucking worth it. It wasn't worth it watching fucking YouTube videos. How the fuck did I end up with a lion killing a fucking snake? I started off watching stand-up comedy, right? And I ended up with a fucking tiger getting butt fucked by a fucking dog, you know? I don't know. You always end up in those weird fucking sections on YouTube, you know? You start off in one place, your search box will say like, you'll search, well, like, what's something interesting, you know? Like, fucking a celebrity interview, you know? Like, I'll start watching like an interview on fucking Jimmy Kimmel, right? I don't know, McGregor interview on Jimmy Kimmel, right? And then somehow, like 10 minutes later, after clicking on all the suggestion videos, because after that video's over, I click on the next suggestion, and I end up at like fucking why Finding Nemo is a part of Illuminati, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck did I get here? But I keep getting off track. I know. I was saying that the day it's been fucking busy. Like today, I feel like such a fucking dumbass. So I pay one of my best friends rent, like not my money, it's his money. Like he deposits it into my account, then I pay it for him. He's a great friend of mine. It's Gustavo. He used to be my boss for the quinceañeras and stuff like that. So but he's out of town, so he sends me the money, and then I send it to the landlord, right, of his house. So the way it works is that every single time I have to do this once a month, I go to Chase first, which is my bank. I get checks, right? My personal checks. And then I go to Wells Fargo, which is what the landlord account is, right? And then I deposit my check into their Wells Fargo account, right? So that's what usually happens. But today when I had to do that, I realized I had leftover checks from the last time I did it, right? So I didn't have to go to Chase this time, right? But there's so much going in my fucking mind. Like, and it's all a bunch of useless shit. Like, I'm not saying this like I'm thinking like, you know, like smart shit. No, like I'm thinking like, what's the fastest route to get home? You know, if the traffic stops here, what's the nearest street I can get out of and take the streets and get home? And when I get home, should I take a shit first or should I eat first? You know, those are like the stupid thoughts that are going in my brain. It's not smart shit, you know? So I have so much shit going in my mind that I don't know. I just, muscle memory said, we have to go to Chase. So I went straight to Chase, forgetting that I already have the checks that I need from Chase. So all I had to do was go straight to Wells Fargo to deposit the fucking check. So I went to Chase, right? Get there, I'm like a badass, you know, walking in. Right before I get to the front door, I'm like, oh shit, my mask. So I went back. I was gonna get my mask, and then I came back in, right? And then I had the account number ready, the lady's account number, the landlord. And oh, that's the music, I forgot. So I get to the counter, right? And then I'm like, you know, I want to deposit this check into an account. They're like, okay, what's the account number? So I read her the account number. I told her the name of the lady. She searched it up, right? She's like, sir, there's no account there's no account with that account number. And I'm like, what do you mean? I do this every month. I do this all the time, right? Me acting like a badass. She's like, what's the name on it? So I told the name, right? And it's Barbara, of course. You know, all old ladies' names are Barbara. So Barbara, right? She looked it up. There's no Barbara. And I'm like, what? Like, and then I'm like, let me see. How'd you write down the number, right? I'm already assuming that she fucked up. I read her the number. She, like, instead of putting a 0, she put an O, right? So I looked at it, and I fucking, like, revised it like 5 times. And then I'm like, no, it's the right number. No, it's correct. Type the number again. Make sure you do it. Like, I'm exaggerating. I'm not a dick. I'm not one of those dicks, right? So, but I'm like, no, try it again. Like, I do this all the time. It has to be that. Like, what, I don't know what's going on. She tried doing it. It didn't work. She's like, let me try this other method. Blah, 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 blah. Didn't work. Now I'm like, did you try Control Alt Delete? So she tried everything. We were there for like 15 minutes. Luckily, it wasn't busy, so I wasn't holding up any lines. So we get there, right? And then I'm just thinking, like, the longer I'm here, the bigger chance I have of catching the fucking virus. So I gotta hurry the fuck up, you know? Can I just FaceTime her from outside? Again, stupid thoughts going in my head. And then again, I keep saying I do this every month. I even showed her proof. Look, here's my bank statement. Here's the app that you guys always tell me to use. Here it is. This is where it's gonna come in handy. She's like, no, nothing's coming up, and then after like 15, 20 minutes, she's like, you know what, let me go get my manager. So she went to go get her manager. They talked, like, behind the desk, they're probably talking shit. Like, this fucking dumb kid, this fucking short motherfucker keeps telling me that I'm doing it wrong, blah, 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 right? And then keep in mind, 20 minutes have gone by, and of me thinking that they keep making a mistake, this is their problem. I'm trying to do this transaction. I'm giving them the number. I'm giving them the name. They're fucking up. Their system's fucking up, right? 20 minutes of this. And then as the manager starts walking toward me, I see the color blue. Because you know how Chase is, like, their main color is blue and white, right? And then something clicked in my brain, right? And then it said, I started thinking, like, wait, Wells Fargo isn't this modern looking, Wells Fargo is very old school. It has, like, the carts and shit, like those old school carts with horses. And then I'm just like, oh my God, I'm at fucking Chase. The lady has fucking Wells Fargo. And I'm at fucking Chase trying to deposit fucking money into an account that she doesn't even have an account in this fucking bank. And then I walked toward the fucking manager as she was walking towards me, and I met her halfway. When you meet me halfway. So I met her halfway, and I'm like, look, I'm an idiot. And then they gasped like I said something crazy. They're like, like, no, don't say that. Well, this white lady, of course. So I'm like, I'm such an idiot. I am so sorry. I'm not even. It's she has a Wells Fargo account. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. She's like, oh my god, basically saying like you're such a fucking moron. But she didn't say that obviously, right? She didn't want to get fired. Um, so she's like, oh my god, it happens all the time. Don't worry. People have so many things going through their mind that it happens. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'm just thinking like, get the fuck out of here. I just want to get out of here. I was fucking pissed. Like I wanted to punch both of them for being right. And this whole time I was the one thinking that I was right. Right, so finally I'm like, fuck, I'm such a fucking dumbass. So I get to the car, I look up the nearest Wells Fargo. I'm like, perfect. It's 2 blocks away. I have to pass the freeway entrance, 2 blocks, and then I'll get to Wells Fargo. I'm like, so I was kind of bummed out that I had to pass the freeway. I always get pissed off when things are an inconvenient to my time, inconvenience to my time. And I get there to Wells Fargo, and guess what? It's fucking closed. Temporarily closed due to COVID-19. This branch is temporarily closed. Please wear your mask and wash your hands, you dirty fucks. And then oh my god, dude, I swear at that point I wanted to take my car and just drive it off the fucking bridge. The freeway bridge, and just fucking land upside down, and just instant death. Fucking snap my neck. Jesus, Kenny. Oh, fuck. You know how they always say there's a little bit of truth in every I'm kidding? Am I depressed deep down? Is this all this coming out like subconsciously, right? Is that the right way to use that word? I don't know. I have no fucking idea, right? But I mean, that whole shit was fucking stressing me out, and I was like, oh my fucking god, I had to go to another Wells Fargo. And I finally fucking did it, and it took like 2 minutes. All that took like an hour, and it could have taken like fucking 10 minutes max. I swear, man, I'm such a fucking dumbass. But yeah, I'm here now, and I get to vent to all of you guys. I know you guys don't give a fuck, right? You guys are probably I hope this makes you feel better about yourselves, knowing how stupid I mean, it's funny. My girl tells me she doesn't even like, she used to get mad at me. Now she's like, no, you do this all the time. You do this all the time. Because what I do all the fucking time, I always miss my exes. My exits. I always miss my exes. Yeah. I always miss my exits on freeways. Always. It always fucking happens. Usually it happens because I'm texting, right? No, it happens because like I'm just not paying attention. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just vibing in my car, right? Or having those fake arguments with my windshield, right? Do you guys ever have those? I have those all the fucking time, especially like if something happens like at a grocery store, if I'm at a store, right? And this lady like cuts line or something, but I'm too much of a pussy to like speak up or something. I'll get in my car, and as I'm driving home, I'll be like this, like talking to. Have I said this before? I don't know. I'll be like talking to my windshield, like, what? Like I could have just been like, "Yo, lady, what the fuck you doing?" Right? Like you're cutting line, right? And then, I don't know. I'll have like, can't you see I'm standing in line? Like I know I'm fucking short, but Jesus, like, come on, I'm in line. Like, and then, what would I do if she said, well, what are you gonna do about it, bitch? Right? I'd be like, fuck. Well, I guess nothing, right? What? Like call the manager. And then I'd be the Karen or the Kevin, right? So, yeah, I don't know how I got here. I wasn't even going to talk about this. I was going to talk about, I've just wasted already like more than half of the podcast talking about, I don't know. I don't even fucking know. I'm already fucking lost. I'm thinking what's on my mind right now. I'm just like, when I get home, am I going to take a shit first or eat first? Because I'm hungry, but I also got to take a dump. No, what I was originally going to talk about was, which is not a funny issue, but, it's just the way my brain works. I always avoid sensitive topics by bringing the comedy out of them. So what I was going to talk about was, what's going on right now. If you guys have seen that explosion that happened in Lebanon, which is fucking insane, man. Like, when that shit I sound like that kid when you see the and you right. Because I'm like walking on glass here. So, um, like when you see, like it's insane. Like when I first saw the video, right? You see a burning building. I'm like, you know, like the girl that tried to burn her boyfriend's car got it worse, right? um, so I was like, okay, a burning video, that sucks, right? But didn't think much of it. And then out of nowhere, fucking boom, fucking explosion, and it just fucking you see like the mushroom cloud. It's fucking, and you're like, holy shit, and you see like all like the amount of damage that the fucking shockwave can cause. Like you see the buildings near it when it explodes, like they just start fucking disintegrating, right? I was just talking to Rick here before he left. He was saying that there's TNT in there. Why the fuck was there TNT? It looked like a fucking Marriott hotel. I don't know. I don't even know what blew up, right? Because I did what most people do is I just see the explosion and I don't look deeper into it, right? I just look at it, think it's insane, and that's it. Excuse me. Maybe share it just to show my followers that I care. But that's fucking insane, man. And so few people died. I think it's like 13 or something like that, or 15. Like less than like 30, I believe, died, which is insane. Like, I mean, fortunately, thank God, only those people died, right? It wasn't more than that, because I feel like it could have been way more than that. I thought it would have been at least a couple hundred. That's insane. And it said like 3,000 injured, but with I was gonna say minor injuries. No, like with injuries that they will survive, right? But that's insane, man. My prayers go out to that country and their recovery, because that is fucking insane. Like I don't even know what to say. Like it's just my prayers go out to their families of the people they lost and the people injured, and I wish them a fast recovery. In all honesty, right? But I was thinking, like when 4th of July comes around, fuck going to Mexico. I'm gonna go get my fireworks from Lebanon, because that shit is lit. Oh fuck. Sorry. I just had. I'm telling you, that's the way I deal with depressing shit. You saw me. I started getting a little sad. Like fuck. Like I wish I could do something. Some more. Wish I could do more to help these people. But when I start feeling depressed, my scapegoat is saying something funny to kind of line up the mood, right? Sorry, that's just the way I fucking deal with it, right? But yeah, man, that's fucking insane. Like, and then like, you know what I started thinking when I was watching the Instagram videos? I was thinking, like, because as soon as the mushroom cloud, like, as soon as it blew up, like within like 2 seconds, people stopped filming and they started running, right? You know how ignorant, how fucking ignorant I was thinking? I was like, I was mad that they stopped recording the explosion and that they started fucking running for safety. Can you fucking believe that? I was like, no, why the fuck did you guys why did you guys move the camera? I wanted to see what the fuck happens next, right? That's how ignorant, that's how fucking spoiled we are. That's my first thought. I was like, why'd you stop filming? Like, why'd you start running for safety when you could have kept filming and have the best video out there? And so many angles that, like the fact that we got so many angles of the explosion is because there was already a burning building. So people were already recording, and everybody has phones now, right? So all these Lebanese people, with their fucking iPhone 11s, right? Recording, and then so people got so many angles. Like there's this one angle from this guy on a boat. Imagine that guy, dude. I thought there was gonna be like a wave, at least like not a tsunami, but like a pretty big wave, that's gonna fucking wash him overboard. But no, like it just, I don't know what the fuck happened to that guy, but poor guy, if he had a sailboat, man, that guy would have ended like fucking 10 miles out to sea. Like fuck, he would have been fucked. Like fuck, how am I gonna get back home? Jesus. He would have fucking, that sailboat would have turned into a fucking air glide or whatever a glide or whatever you call those shits, right? But yeah, man, that's fucking insane. Like so many, I was like, there were so many different angles of the fucking explosion that I was like, and they kept getting more and more intense. Like the first one was like this guy at a building far away, right? Then the second angle was like this guy a little bit closer, a little bit closer to the building, so you got a little more POV of what it's like to actually be there. And then the third guy was like the guy on a fucking boat, right? And I'm like, wow, like these angles just keep getting more and more insane. And then I'm like, fuck, what's the fourth angle gonna be, right? Is it gonna be some guy on a fucking helicopter aerial view, right? And then after that, what's gonna be the fifth angle? And then I'm like, the fifth angle's probably gonna be the fucking suicide bomber fucking vlogging, like, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another boom. But no, I guess I don't think it was a terrorist attack, right? I think it was just like an accident. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't do my research. I just fucking saw it. And again, my prayers to those people, guys. I mean, I wish, I don't know to be honest, I don't know what we can do to help. Granted, I haven't done the research to see what I can do to help, but, I wish I could, I like to think I'm a good person, right? So I wish I can help, man. If I was there, who am I kidding? I'd be running like a fucking bitch, right? I would have left my daughter and girl in the house while I would have fucking ran far away as possible. But yeah, man, prayers out to them, and I wish you guys a full recovery, and my prayers to the people that lost family members. But yeah, enough of that depressing shit, because again, I'm gonna start crying, and then I'm gonna say another joke that I'm probably not supposed to, and then I'm gonna lose my 20 fans. And you guys are all that I got, man. You know what I started, I was telling my girl the other day, I was thinking, like, I started thinking, how these like Mexican marisco restaurants, it's always like a guy, it's usually a guy who's the owner, right? Like Hector's Mariscos or El Calamar, like I'm just naming the ones that I have here local, right? But these marisco restaurants, right? El Camarón Nice. It's the most beaner fucking name. El Camarón Nice. I think that's what it's called, or something like that. I don't know. But these Mexican seafood restaurants, right? They always have a guy owner, CEO, and he always has like these women as the waitresses, right? And they always have big tits, big fake tits, and a big fake ass, right? And it's all this bunch of beaner girls. It's like a typical beaner way they run this shit, right? Like fucking Hispanic ladies with big fake tits, big fake ass, and then a male CEO, he thinks he's the shit because he's fucking walking around with all his hoes, right? The waitresses. And I just started thinking, what is the white version of that? What is like the rich version of that? And I'm like, it's the hospital. Think about it. I know there's male nurses, okay? I fucking get it. But like, think about it. Hospitals usually, if there's stats done, I'm pretty sure that most doctors are males, right? I'm not being sexist. I'm just thinking, I think most doctors will be males. I think there'll be more male doctors than there is women. But I was thinking like the male doctors, right, are walking around the hospital because most nurses are females. So they're probably walking around like, yeah, these are all my hoes. I swear to God, like the way my fucking brain works, it's fucking, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm such a fucking idiot. And I make myself laugh all the time because of the way I think. I panic on myself all the fucking time. All right, Kenny, you done fucking patting yourself on the back? All right, guys. Well, we're almost at 25 minutes, and I have nothing else to fucking talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I enjoyed it. Someone's calling. So perfect timing, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. If you liked it, please leave a like. It just makes me feel better about myself, and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys on the next one, guys. Peace.